Welcome to episode 418, where we're exploring Sneha, a Sanskrit word which means both oil and love. And that's no coincidence. Sneha is the essence of softness, warmth, and care that keeps our body, mind, and heart supple. In this episode, we'll look at how the act of oiling, both inside and out, becomes a beautiful expression of self-love and deep nourishment. Hi there, I'm your host Colette, and on this podcast I will be sharing the teachings of Ayurveda, yoga, and holistic health practices. Now, if you're new to Ayurveda, I recommend checking out the first couple of episodes where I do an introduction to Ayurveda and the mind-body types. Thanks for listening, and now here's a new episode. Hello, and welcome back to the Elements of Ayurveda Podcast. In today's episode, we're diving into a truly special topic in Ayurveda, Sneha. The word Sneha is fascinating because it carries a dual meaning in Sanskrit. It literally means to oil, but it also means to love. And in Ayurveda, this is no coincidence. Sneha is both a nourishment and an act of conscious love. An invitation to care for your body, mind, and heart in a deeply intentional way. Sneha is not just about the physical oiling or consuming healthy fats. It's a holistic practice that softens and nourishes your body, supports emotional balance, and cultivates a gentleness towards yourself, often missing in modern life. Think of it as a bridge between self-care and self-love, a daily ritual that can restore, rejuvenate, and remind you that your body deserves attention and kindness. Over the course of this episode, we'll explore practical tips for incorporating Sneha into your daily life, both internal and external. How Sneha changes with the seasons and dosha types so you can personalize it. Mind-body benefits, including reduced stress, improved sleep, and emotional resilience. And simple rituals you can try at home that transform a small act of self-care into a practice of love. Whether you're new to Sneha or have practiced it before, I invite you to explore this ancient wisdom with me and discover a new way to nurture yourself with intention and love. At its core, Sneha is about nourishment and lubrication, not just for the body's tissues, but also for the mind and subtle energies. Ayurveda describes Sneha in two forms, external Sneha and internal Sneha. External Sneha, practices like abhyanga or self-massage, warm medicinal oils are absorbed into the skin, lubricating joints, muscles, and connective tissue while calming the nervous system and supporting natural detoxification. It's literally a way to oil yourself, but it's also a symbolic gesture of self-love. Internal Sneha is the act of consuming healthy oils and ghee to nourish the tissues or dhatus, to balance the doshas and support digestion. Internal Sneha softens and strengthens the body from within, helping maintain vitality, immunity, and mental clarity. So why is Sneha so central in Ayurveda? Because it softens rigidity, both physically and mentally. Sneha is especially important for the Vata dosha, which governs movement and the nervous system. Vata tends to dry and stiffen and constrict the body and the mind. And Sneha counteracts this with moisture, warmth, and stability, creating a sense of comfort, balance, and ease. Beyond physical benefits, Sneha is about creating a daily rhythm and ritual that reminds you that your body and mind are worthy of attention and care. Whether you're practicing Sneha internally or externally, It's very important to choose high-quality organic oils which are cold or expeller pressed, in that they're processed without heat or chemicals to ensure purity and safety. The source and quality of the oil matters, and I will provide some links I recommend for Ayurvedic oils in the show notes, which are safe and trustworthy options. As I said, the Sanskrit meaning of Sneha is both to oil and to love, and it's inseparable. Nourishing your body is inherently an act of loving yourself. How often do we rush through our day, giving energy and care to everyone else while neglecting our own well-being? Sneha invites us to pause, to honor our bodies and consciously nurture ourselves. Whether it's applying warm oil, savoring a spoonful of ghee, or creating a simple ritual, each act becomes a reminder, I am worthy of care. And Sneha softens mental and emotional dryness too. Anxiety, stress, irritability, or tension can be soothed through this daily practice. Daily Sneha cultivates presence, mindfulness, and compassion towards oneself, enhancing inner resilience and mental clarity. So now let's take a look at the physical benefits of Sneha. And for external Sneha is the abhyanga oil massage. The benefits are for the skin and circulation. It nourishes the skin. It improves elasticity and promotes circulation. For the joints and muscles, it lubricates the joints, relaxes the muscles, and prevents tension. And for the nervous system, it calms the vata dosha, reducing stress and improving sleep. And for the lymphatic and detox support, it stimulates lymph flow and supports natural detoxification. And then let's look at the benefits of internal Sneha in the form of good quality oils or ghee or medicinal oils. For the digestive health, it strengthens Agni, our digestive fire, and nourishes the tissues. Then it provides tissue nourishment, lubricates and supports the muscles, bones, blood, and the fat tissues. And detoxification, it helps to loosen up ama for easier elimination. And for our immunity and ojas, it promotes vitality, resilience, and overall balance. Sneha nourishes not just the body, but the mind also. When life gets busy or stressful, the mind can become dry, rigid, and reactive, like a dry, cracked skin. Sneha softens these layers, creating a space for calm, clarity, and resilience. And the benefits of Sneha for the mind, it reduces stress and anxiety. Touch and warm oils calm the nervous system, just one of the many benefits of abhyanga oil massage. It cultivates mindfulness. Daily rituals invite presence and reflection. And it promotes emotional flexibility, releasing mental rigidity and fosters patience. This is why Sneha is such an integral part of healing in Ayurveda. Because Sneha is cleansing, restorative, and preventative, softening the body, promoting the release of toxins or ama, strengthening Agni, our digestive fire, nourishing the tissues, calming the nervous system, promotes rejuvenation, and supports longevity. And this is why Sneha is a vital part of my digestive reset cleanse, where we use oils internally and externally. And by the way, my next group cleanse will be starting January 23rd, 2026. So mark your calendars for after the holidays. And if you don't want to wait until January, if you're ready for a holistic reset now, well, I offer the digestive reset cleanse in a private format. It's the same program. It comes with the 90-minute online consultation with me, and I support you one-to-one throughout the cleanse. The nice thing about the private cleanse is you get to choose your own dates. You can check out the details on my website, elementshealingandwellbeing.com, or just click on the link in the show notes. Now, while Ayurveda encourages regular cleansing, even a few minutes of mindful oiling or internal nourishment daily can build inner resilience, helping you navigate stress and daily challenges with a steadier mind and softer heart. And now let's look at the seasonal and lifestyle adaptations. Sneha is most affected when adapted to seasons, and this information, of course, should be tailored to your unique constitution, your unique ratio of doshas. But in general, for Vata season, which is autumn and early winter, when there tends to be dry, light, and mobile qualities in the environment, which can increase that in our body and can lead to stiff joints, dry skin, anxiety, and restlessness, we want to bring in external Sneha, and you want to use warm, heavier oils like sesame or almond for abhyanga, focusing on dry areas like the elbows, the knees, the scalp, and the feet. For internal Sneha, include ghee and warming oils like sesame oil in your diet to nourish the tissues and calm the nervous system. And the lifestyle tip here is to make Sneha a daily ritual, especially for the Vata dosha, to counteract dryness and promote warmth and grounding. It will also help to calm the nervous system and set you up for a good night's sleep. And then Pitta season, which is summer season in the northern hemisphere, or when the qualities are hot, sharp, and intense in nature, this can manifest as irritability, inflammation, and overactivity, especially for those with a high Pitta constitution. And for external Sneha here, you want to choose lighter cooling oils like coconut or sunflower, which are best. And the focus here with Pitta season is on soothing rather than heavy lubrication of heavy oils. And always follow the oiling with a shower to remove any excess oil on the skin, which can create a heat trap. And for internal Sneha, use moderate amount of ghee or oils, preferably cooling like coconut oil, and in smaller amounts, again, to prevent overheating. And a lifestyle tip here is to use Sneha practices as calming, cooling rituals to balance the heat of summer and Pitta tendencies. And then we have Kapha season, which in the northern hemisphere is late winter and spring, or when the climate is heavy with moisture, it's wet and it's cold, which can often lead to congestion, lethargy, or excess weight. For external Sneha, use lighter oils sparingly for massage. An example here would be sunflower or mustard oil, and focus on stimulating circulation rather than heavy lubrication. For internal Sneha, avoid excessive oily foods. Opt for lighter spiced oils like the mustard oil if using internally. And a lifestyle tip here is to combine your external Sneha with stimulating movements or dry brushing to prevent stagnation. So maybe do dry brushing first and then apply a small amount of oil before your shower. Sneha practices can restore balance, increase flexibility, soothe the nervous system, and provide a daily anchor of self-care and presence, regardless of the time of year. So the key takeaway here is that Sneha isn't just about oiling or eating fats. It's a responsive, personalized practice adapting to your body, mind, dosha, and environment. This is what makes it so powerful. It meets you exactly where you are. Are you an Ayurvedic practitioner ready to deepen your clinical expertise and expand your scope of practice? Kerala Ayurveda Academy invites you to advance your journey with the Advanced Ayurvedic Practitioner AAP program, a level 3 certification for AP level graduates seeking mastery in authentic traditional Ayurveda. This comprehensive 3-year hybrid program combines online learning with in-person intensives, supervised clinical training, and internship opportunities, including an immersive study experience in India with renowned Ayurvedic Vaidyas. Guided by expert faculty, you'll refine diagnostic skills, treatment planning, and case management for complex client care. Enroll now at keralaayurveda.us/AAP and take your Ayurvedic career to the highest level of professional recognition. To waive the application fee, use promo code FREEAAP26, and I'll put all those details in the show notes. So for those of you who are new to abhyanga, let me give you some tips about this process. As I mentioned a moment ago, warming the oil is ideal, and choosing the oil, of course, suited to your dosha and the time of year. And apply this oil to your entire body. Now, I do not recommend applying it to the neck and face, but from the neck down. Beginning at the extremities, work towards the middle of the body, using long strokes on the limbs and then circular strokes on the joints, and massage towards the heart, allowing the oil to sit on your skin for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then follow that with a shower or bath, and the hot water will drive the oil further into the tissues. It will also remove that outer layer of oil from the skin, which can cause a heat trap, as I mentioned earlier, if left on the skin, especially for the Pitta dosha. Now, you will want to use a separate towel for your abhyanga towel, as over time it will accumulate with oil. You also want to wash this towel separately and do not put it in the dryer. Try air dry it, because in the dryer, if it has a lot of oil on it, it could be a fire hazard. So just be aware of that your abhyanga towel will accumulate with oil over time. And it's great to treat abhyanga as a ritual, combining it with breath awareness or positive affirmations or positive self-talk, appreciating your body and giving it some love and attention. Now, if a full abhyanga is just too much for you, you could practice pod abhyanga, which is a simple foot massage, which will provide similar benefits. You want to just massage the bottom of your foot with the oil, leave it on again for 10 to 15 minutes, and washing the oil off your feet, especially if you tend to overheat at night. Now, if you tend to have cold feet, like that of Vata dosha, then you can keep the oil on your feet. Just want to put some socks on to protect your sheets. So now let me share some tips about internal Sneha. Starting with ghee and medicinal oils, adding small amounts of ghee to your meals or warm beverages, like a spoonful in rice or dal or the golden turmeric milk. And I'll put a recipe to that in the show notes. This really helps to not only satiate you, keep you fuller longer, but nourishes the tissue, supports digestion, and promotes vitality and immunity. And medicated oils can also be used internally for specific health concerns. Now, of course, this always needs to be done under the guidance of a qualified Ayurvedic practitioner. And then there's nasya, or nasal oil application. And nasya is the Ayurvedic practice of gently administering oil through the nasal passages. It supports the delicate tissues of the head, the sinuses, and the nervous system, and helps to clear the nasal passages, enhancing mental clarity, soothing vata imbalances in the head, and it fosters emotional calm. Even a few drops can create a subtle sense of lightness and mental clarity. And even modern science agrees with this ancient wisdom. While Sneha has been practiced for thousands of years in Ayurveda, modern science is beginning to catch up with the wisdom embedded in these practices. For example, modern science talks about healthy fats. Nutritional science recognizes that healthy fats like ghee and certain oils support cellular health, brain function, and hormonal balance. These fats help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins, similar to how Ayurveda emphasizes Sneha for nourishing tissues. And then modern science recognizes the benefits for the nervous system. Touch therapies like massage stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Abhyanga can reduce stress hormones, lower heart rate, and improve sleep, aligning perfectly with Ayurvedic insights about calming vata and promoting mental clarity. And then modern science agrees with the skin, circulation, and detoxification benefits. Modern dermatology and physiology support the benefits of topical oils for skin hydration, barrier protection, and microcirculation. Lymphatic stimulation through massage or self-oiling supports natural detoxification, echoing Ayurvedic principles of eliminating ama and promoting ojas. And then, of course, the mind-body connection. Neuroscience shows that mindful, repetitive self-care rituals like abhyanga can reduce anxiety, improve mood, and foster a sense of well-being. This mirrors Ayurveda's understanding of Sneha as nourishment for both body and mind, highlighting that self-love is not just poetic, it's physiological. In other words, Sneha is not just ancient ritual. It's timeless wisdom validated by modern science, offering a pathway to health, emotional resilience, and inner calm. And as we come towards the close of this episode, let's pull together the key takeaways about Sneha, why it matters, and how it can transform your life. 1. Sneha equals nourishment and love. Every act of Sneha, whether internal or external, is an opportunity to care for your body, mind, and heart. And remember the Sanskrit meaning to oil and to love. These are not separate. They are one and the same. 2. Physical benefits are real. Sneha supports skin, joints, muscles, circulation, digestion, immunity, and overall vitality. Both abhyanga and ghee or oils used internally nourish your tissues and help maintain balance. 3. Emotional and mental benefits. Sneha softens rigidity, calms stress and anxiety, and fosters mindfulness and emotional resilience. It's not just a practice for the body. It's a ritual that nourishes your inner self. And 4, seasonal and personalized practice. Adapt Sneha to your dosha and the seasons to maximize its benefits. Even in modern life, Sneha can counteract dryness, tension, and stress. And I'd love for you to try one small Sneha practice this week. Apply warm oil to your skin in the morning or evening, even for a few minutes. Take a moment of mindfulness, breathe deeply, and include some positive self-talk or affirmations. And notice how it makes you feel physically, emotionally, and mentally. Even a few minutes of mindful Sneha can create a ripple effect of balance, calm, and self-compassion. And remember, this is a practice you can return to daily, gradually making it a ritual of love that supports your health and well-being. Sneha goes far beyond oiling or consuming ghee. It's self-love in action. Every mindful ritual nourishes your body, softens your mind, and opens your heart. And thank you for joining me today. And if you want personalized support, you can find all the details on my website, elementshealingandwellbeing.com. And if you haven't heard, I have a new website, so go check it out. I'll put that link in the show notes also. And don't forget to follow or subscribe so the new episodes will automatically download for you. And please come join me on social media. On Instagram, it's Elements of Ayurveda Podcast. And on Facebook, it's Elements Healing and Wellbeing. And until next time, take good care of yourself and let Sneha remind you of the simple power of nourishing yourself inside and out. Take good care of yourself, be well, and bye for now. Slán go fóill.